Hello, this is Thomas here with a quick description of what you are about to hear. This is a reel showcasing, first, samples of my narration, then samples of voices I performed within those. All of these are snippets from original stories I have written and narrated. Thank you for listening. Let's begin. To the humans, the other side of that plain beige barrier held a TV room. For Pascal, it held another dimension. Just beyond the veil was a house of identical layout. Its boring, uncluttered walls just as unremarkable as the ones in the human world. Its beaded doorways and scruffy, carpeted floors equally worn and loved. Only one small detail would separate the two identical copies of the house. Here and there, bits of the house were dented and folded into odd shapes. At the slightest attempt to rejoin society, images from his subconscious would attack him until he was left a trembling heap on the foyer floor. Colin had tried everything under the sun to overcome these irrational fears, sorted from first to last and relatedly least to most ridiculous: therapy, meditation, religion, hypnotism, and fortune-telling. He'd gone on every medication known to man to try to step into the stars' glow again. Nothing had worked. There they were, glittering above, distant. He was as far from them as they from him, as they from one another. He was alone. But he was alone in solidarity with the cosmic wanderers. Starlight wondered to himself if they could understand their isolation as well. They, birthed in the furnaces of the cosmos. Paul raised his arm and saw a seam ripped open. Something dark and slimy was slithering around beneath his skin. He reached down to remove it, but his other arm was suffering the same affliction. He moved his arm to his mouth. Maybe he could just tear it open at the seams and remove the invader. But then his teeth fell away one by one as he gnawed on his loose skin. Maria screamed on the forest floor, flailing against his feet. No, his vines! Suddenly, a flip switched in his brain alongside his identity, and he felt a maddening need to remove this vile flesh from himself.
That man, that prophet of Pro-Tem, called this new kingdom assurance after what it was. This was the physical manifestation of the bond which glued those far-flung tribes together. The one thing they had in common. By giving themselves wholly and believing fully, they became one people. In their darkest night, they turned to Pro-Tem.
Through immense pain against our nature, we have learned. We have produced an amalgamation of all they have used against us in a body which can withstand it. Now, the time has come for their wisdom to be used against them. I am Henry. I was born yesterday. I am not sick. I am in my normal state of homeostasis.
That is it for now. Thank you for taking the time to listen. You can find my contact information in the video description. I hope you have a great day.